But he definitely dropped some of his best rides of the contest after suffering that injury, so he'll be fine to do battle in the last heat of this contest. He's going to be up against one of these surfers. Filipe Toledo up against Kolohe Andino. Pods, who's your pick for this one?
Well, going off form, you know, I think Kolohe's looking pretty good, but let's not take nothing away from Filipe Toledo.
And he's looking to get the quick start here, but it's Andino who's better positioned for this opening ride. Just a little hop down the face there. As he bangs up into that first section, it flattens out a little bit on him. Bit of recovery time here. Let's see if he opts to connect right through to the inside. And he will bring it through to the inside, but he is going to go down hard on the end section there.
Yeah, so a throwaway as well, pretty much. I saw a hop there, got a lot of pop in the step, connected there, but then sort of lost it a little bit, caught up in the whitewater. So straight away you're thinking, okay, now I've got to do something special at the end if this is going to be any kind of score. And unfortunately for Kolohe, that thing just converged and swallowed him up. Look at the drive he gets out of his board right here, Ronnie. Bam! Little mid-face aerial chop hop, so to speak. And yeah, he's got that board has got a lot of drive. Kind of nursing it a little bit around that section, so a little bit bump on the face. It didn't really allow him to connect, and then just a bit off balance on that first turn. So 317.
It's Filipe has a look at this one.
Here goes Filipe Toledo.
Drops into it. Off the bottom into this first section. A solid turn there. Carving move. And he goes on the search for a big finish now. So open strong on his way to the best wave of this semi-final heat so far. And looks at the end section, has a quick glance at the reef. Oh, and he's going to land right on top of it. He's okay.
Injuries. This first turn, though, this is where all the points are going to come from. So he draws off the bottom, and then similar to John in that pocket there, just comes out with a lot of speed. Didn't drive out of it like John did, so we're not going to see it go up as high as that into the 9-point range, but a nice wave nonetheless, bringing it all the way through the inside. Now it's all about the finish. He's on his way to a good score. Nice snap there, and then straight into that last maneuver. So great finish for Toledo. But again, this first turn is where it's all going to happen, right in the guts of the wave, right in the critical section, driving off that back foot. Sort of almost a carve down rather than a round. But did that, why? Because he wanted to come out of this turn with speed, which he's done. And lays that board back over on the rail again. So Toledo looking pretty good out here at main break. You know, he's had a lot of criticism about riding bigger waves, bigger, chunkier, deep ocean waves, and here he is. We're
going to see some movement on the leaderboard, we know that. John Florence still a shot at taking that yellow jersey into the Bells event. Here we go, Filipe up once again. Looking for a backup at this stage, fading hard, vertical foam climb. That wave flattens out a little.
It's like a mid-face bottom turn, very similar to Bell's. You got to just to keep that speed and momentum.
Andino up at the moment, and this wave just breaks away, and the competitors are being picked up, and the event is on hold momentarily because there has been quite a bit of surface action out there at the moment, still trying to determine whether it is bait fish cracking the surface of the water there, could be salmon. Do see that quite a bit. I mentioned that before, Potts, but not willing to take any risks with our competitors at the moment. So coming off the back of an 18.71 heat score total and searching for the lead now. Dropping into this one. Banking off the bottom and into this first section. Nice swoop. And some added aggression as he came out of that turn. Again, he's picking these waves up that just flatten out a little bit, but this one's going to line up once again on the inside. Doesn't have a lot of speed to throw up a decent turn to finish this one, but it'll be his best wave up and give him anything high impact on the inside.
Yeah, just smaller inside one. Nice opening maneuver there, beautiful body torque, got that board all the way back around, but then as you said, Ronnie, kind of went a little flat, a little bit of downtime through this midsection. This is where he had to bide his time and really make sure he connected with the end section, and didn't quite get that looking for.
Live action out the back. Filipe on a good looking set wave. He's going to drive up into this first section. Solid transition turn. Kept that down the line flow to keep some speed for this second move. Just working a couple of re-entries off the top. And a drawn out cut.
Close to that score. Let's have a look at Toledo's wave. A little bit bigger. Mid-face turn to get around this first section. First turn, very important. Jams it in the pocket there. Beautiful speed check turn. And then it kind of went a little fat as well, Ronnie, as it came through that inside bolt. A nice little jam in the pocket, driving off that inside rail. And pulls that one off, so bettering his 317. I love that mid-face turn. He read that wave really well. Kind of stayed high, kept his speed, and then just did that nice little jam. Didn't quite bring the board all the way back around. Saw that wave start to stand up and needed to get around that next section. It is a tricky wave.
Half event for him in the past. Looking at a third at worst in 2017. Meanwhile, Kolohe up once again, chasing down that number one position. Another strong opening move. Let's see if this one gives him more on the inside. Setting it up, lines up that beautiful high line floating re-entry.
And surf is starting to pump, right?
Well, let's see what Filipe can do with this section. Just banking off that first pocket, out onto the open face. A beautiful wall to play with. And there is the section he was looking for. And he goes all out.
That we haven't seen yet. Off the bottom, sort of jam in the pocket, didn't really connect the way he wanted to. This is nice here, just holds the rail all the way through. And then this turn, I think, is where the money comes from. Bang, just quick snap in the pocket, and then goes for it. Just a little bit off balance there. That could have been a great score. You can see the lump and bump running. As he hits it, he didn't quite maybe get as high up on it over the top as he wanted to. It comes down sideways.
Andino using priority for this one. Trying to get rid of a 5.67 here. Nice looking wall standing up in front of him. Clean gaff. As he drives up into the lip once again, another arc. And a third. So this wave providing quite a bit of wall, a bit of repetition in the approach. Finishes with a float on the inside. But it seems like these two surfers are on pace. Kolohe not pushing himself too hard on that last ride. Just wants to better the 5.67. But Filipe with a good look at wall here now. He gets an opportunity to respond with some rail work of his own. Bringing it through to the inside. Nice swoop there. And places that last turn so well. Such a difficult section to read. He gets it right this time.
It's finished off strong. Good solid wave as well. Nice clean surfing, which is hard to do out here. You heard Strider talk about those ribs are gone, so the guys can lay into their turns a bit better. That's 3 solid turns here. A little bit of variety. And then this right here, nice critical finish. Kind of threw it out, didn't he? Got that resistance that he was looking for and finished off. That felt good for Filipe. Nice solid wave. Good, smooth, clean surfing, and I think the judges are going to like that. It all comes down to what Kolohe did on his last wave. There's the variety we talk about. Just giving it that extra little tweak, letting those fins free at the end of that turn. And then right here, throwing that board out, getting the resistance required. That was a critical finish right there.
It was really similar, a little bit smaller than his previous effort to finish a ride off. But that time, where he couldn't find that lip to connect with halfway down the free fall last time, he found a transition to almost the impacting whitewater and found his board under his feet.
Yeah, it's great surfing, and this one from Kolohe as well. Solid carving moves, very similar waves. And then that sort of foam climb floater.
Getting himself into position for this one, and he's going to swing, looking left for a moment, but opts right, fades back, wants to get a critical hit in here. Nice big swoop, drifts that tail, and loses control on the exit of that turn. Standing up, the onside announcer counting this one down. Filipe, I don't think he's going to get to his feet in time, Potts. Oh, he's not even going to get a shot at it. And Kolohe Andino pairing up a couple of 7-pointers. And he's going to finish again. with a switch foot effort through to the inside. So
Showing his backhand form.
these amateur rivals, Kolohe Andino and John Florence, will fight it out for the title.